Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman, coming to you from our studios at the Capital Region International Airport in Lansing. And we are going to spend a little time with Bo Garcia. He's the Dean of Community Education and Workforce Development at Lansing Community College and Executive Director also of the BCI, the Business Community Institute. And it is always good to see you, Bo. How you doing?
Real good, Chris. Thanks so much for having me on. Likewise.
Well, listen, this is a business communication tool we run here, and you guys are nothing but business. So let's start with you giving a little explanation of what the BCI is.
Sure. So the Business and Community Institute is the college's vehicle that delivers customized corporate training to dozens of regional companies, that delivers literally hundreds of trainings to thousands of employees of regional companies on an annual basis. Everything from conflict mediation and emotional intelligence to CAD to welding to project management, straight across the board. And we're real fortunate. We've been doing this for decades, and we've got a 90% plus customer satisfaction rating. And Chris, we're just building on your reputation as having been dean of the same unit years ago.
I don't think anybody should build on my reputation. Okay? That's not going to do you well in the long run. Well, we appreciate that. Hey, do other community colleges have such a program?
Yeah, well, most do, but some don't. It depends upon a region's economy and demand and capacity. So if a community college has the model and the organizational structure and considers that worthy of an investment in the community, they'll create a unit like ours. But it really takes some visionary leadership on the part of the C-suites to kind of look at this and think, this will float all boats. If we make this investment in workforce development in a non-credit area, if you will, it will still develop a talent pipeline that will be good for the community, increase the quality of life, standard of living of individuals, and then downstream, maybe these folks or their children will find their way to the community college. But, oftentimes, money's tight, and folks think a little more in the short term. So they consider that a cost versus the investment that it really is. So we're fortunate here at LCC to have leadership that really understands that this is an investment in our community.
Well, it couldn't be in a more timely fashion, because right now, one of the number one problems facing business is that talent pipeline. I mean, it's just not there. Is that what you're running into in your client base?
Oh, absolutely. We're hearing it everywhere. And this is such a unique and a special community, and industry is attracted to it. The concern is, is there a talent pipeline? Is there sufficient housing, infrastructure, etc.? So it is an issue that we hear often. So what we're trying to do at LCC is we've created a unit also called the Job Training Center, which does pre-employment training. The BCI, or Business Community Institute, does post-employment training. The Job Training Center does pre-employment. What we do is we develop boot camps, 10-day boot camps, 6-week boot camps, 8-week boot camps for individuals who are marginalized, immigrants, individuals who are on the ALICE threshold, asset limited, income compromised, employed, the working poor, to give them a chance to get some skills, to get that entry-level position, just get their first job. And once they're employed, then the BCI comes in and upskills them again from there. So it kind of creates that rung on a ladder that wasn't there before. And just so rather than waiting for them to get to employment, we're trying to develop a pipeline of individuals who might not otherwise be able to find employment or make college work for them in their lives because they're single parents. They can't do it, but they can do a boot camp. Then they're in. And once they're in, now they're a part of the college.
Well, I think another thing is, and this is great what you're doing in that aspect, because that's relatively new and
Yeah.
pretty innovative. As I remember, BCI was doing everything from going into a company and helping them train people within, and at the top level, actually was contracted to introduce a new product for General Motors, which was the HHR.
Absolutely. And we're still doing a lot of that. Matter of fact, I was at a meeting on Monday at GM, the launch, the reveal, and talking to their leadership team and how they want to invest in the community as well. So it's very mutually beneficial. We invested in the regional industry, they invest in us, and the community benefits. So yeah, everything from C-suites to line.
Well, listen, you guys do a great job. And of course, Bo can be reached at Lansing Community College, where he is the Dean of Community Education and Workforce Development, and also the Executive Director of what you've been hearing about, BCI, or the Business Community Institute, all this housed at Lansing Community College. Bo Garcia, thanks for joining us. Keep up the good work, my friend, because we need you.
Right back at you. Thank you so much.
All right, bud. You've been watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.